security environment, to enable the council members and rise in tensions between India and Pakistan, India's resulting from India's unilateral action posturing between India and Pakistan, resulting from India's unilateral action pose a serious threat to posturing and targeting Pakistan. To have an exchange of views, to have an exchange of views the situation how to address this, including avoiding, including avoiding posturing and targeting Pakistan. To have an exchange of views, to have an exchange of views the situation how to address this, including avoiding, including exchange of views that could have serious consequences, that could have serious consequences, including avoiding the need for de-escalation, to recall serious bring to the recall and bring to the fore all of this fact happening, all of this in the larger context and backdrop of the Jammu and Kashmir backdrop of all of this core issue between India and Pakistan, core issue between India and final backdrop of just final lasting settlement, just and last core issue between India and Pakistan, relevant resolution of final relevant resolution, just and lasting settlement, and the wishes of the Kashmiri who are waging the relevant resolution, who are waging the just struggle to realize the wishes of the Kashmiri, realize their inalienable right, waging just struggle. Pakistan believes all these objectives were largely by the between India and Pakistan, core issue between India and final backdrop of just final lasting settlement, just and last core issue between India and Pakistan, relevant resolution of final relevant resolution, just and lasting settlement, recognize several restraint, recognize the escalation fully, resolving all issues, resolving all issues, recognize the including dispute, the Jammu and Kashmir dispute, UN resolving all issues, resolutions, including and with Jammu and Kashmir. There was also a clear sense. There was also a clear sense that region cannot be sustained, cannot be sustained. There was also a clear sense that regional stability principle cannot be sustained, and adherence to unilateralism and adherence to Pakistan came to the council with a message of adherence to international law. But peace does not happen. Pakistan came to the council with a message of responsibility. It demands and respect for the rules that govern. Respect for the rules that govern. Let me highlight. It demands responsibility. The key point and respect for the rules that govern. First, we expressed grave concern. Let me highlight over India's recent some of the unilateral recent unilaterally the illegal action, clearly the illegal action over India's recent military buildup, particularly in illegal action. These actions alongside these actions, alongside credible intelligent escalation of potential dangerous escalation. These actions dangerously while Pakistan does not seek, while Pakistan does not escalation, we are fully dangerously raised. We are fully prepared our sovereignty. While Pakistan does not seek and territorial accordance with our fully prepared accordance with our. Second, we categorically rejected India's attempt to implicate Pakistan in the terrorist attack of 22nd April, an attack which has been condemned by Pakistan and all members of the Council. But what India is claiming is nothing but recycled allegations, unsubstantiated, unverified, designed to serve its political interests and strategic objectives, which include its efforts to divert attention from its repression and human rights violations in Jammu and Kashmir, and to undermine the legitimate Kashmiri struggle for self-determination. Third, we raised alarm over India's unilateral suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty, a legally binding accord brokered by the World Bank and upheld during wars. Water is life, not a weapon. These rivers sustain over 240 million Pakistanis. Any attempt to disrupt their flow constitutes aggression, and allowing such a precedent would endanger every lower riparian state. Fourth, the Council was reminded that the core of the regional instability is the unresolved Jammu and Kashmir dispute. The Kashmiri people continue to face gross human rights violations, extrajudicial killings, arbitrary arrests and forced disappearances, torture, demolition of homes that we are seeing now, restrictions on expression and arbitrary arrests and forced disappearances, torture, demolition of homes that we are seeing now, restrictions on expression and media, and a systematic denial of the right to self-determination. Lasting peace in South Asia requires that the Security Council implements its own resolutions, including the holding of UN-supervised plebiscite to let Kashmiris determine their own future. Fifth, we called out India's weaponization of disinformation, efforts to malign Pakistan and fabricate narratives. We reminded the Council that Pakistan has been a frontline state in the fight against terrorism, sacrificing over 90,000 lives along with immense economic setback. India's attempts to distort this reality while ignoring its own destabilizing actions and involvement in terrorism abroad, including the case of Kulbhushan Jadhav and extraterritorial assassinations, must be met with truth, transparency, and accountability. Sixth, we reiterated our commitment to peaceful, cooperative relations with all our neighbors, including India. We remain open to dialogue based on mutual respect and sovereign equality. We have also called for an independent, transparent, neutral, and credible investigation into the 22nd April incident. While we pursue peace, we will defend our interests and safeguard our sovereignty resolutely and at all costs. Finally, we urge the Security Council and the Secretary General to remain actively engaged in peacemaking and preventive diplomacy. The role of the Council is not just to observe conflict from afar, but to prevent it through timely and principled action. Ladies and gentlemen, peace must be built through dialogue, engagement, and respect for international law. India's current posture reflects none of these. The burden of peace must be shared. The people of Kashmir have waited far too long for justice, and the people of Pakistan will not stand by while their rights to water, to peace, to sovereignty are threatened. In view of the gravity of the situation, the calls for dialogue, de-escalation, and peaceful resolution of disputes, such as by the Secretary General, and what we also heard from the Council members today, are most pertinent, and in our view, the way forward for lasting peace and stability in the region.
पाकिस्तान की दरख्वास्त पर अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा की सलामती कौंसिल का इजलास जारी था। सलामती कौंसिल के 5 मुस्तकिल अरकान समेत 15 अरकान शरीक हुए हैं। पाकिस्तान भारत के इश्तियाल अंगेज़ बयानात खिते में अमन को खतरे में डालने वाले इक़दामात से आगाह किया गया।